bleachers. Sit in shirt sleeves on a perfect afternoon. They'll find they have reserved seats somewhere along one of the baselines where they sat when they were children and cheered their heroes. And they'll watch the game, and it'll be as if they'd dipped themselves in magic waters. The memories will be so thick, they'll have to brush them away from their faces. The one constant through all the years has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers. It's been erased like a blackboard, rebuilt and erased again. But baseball has marked the time. This field, this game, is a part of our past. It reminds us of all that once was good, and it could be again. Oh, people will come. People will most definitely come.
little boy in a baseball hat stands in the field with his ball and bat. Says, I am the greatest player of them all. Puts his bat on his shoulder and he tosses up his ball. And the ball goes up and the ball comes down. Swings his bat all the way around. The world's so still you can hear the sound. The baseball falls to the ground. Now the little boy doesn't say a word, picks up his ball, he is undeterred. Says, I am the greatest there has ever been. And he grits his teeth and he tries it again. And the ball goes up and the ball comes down, swings his bat all the way around. The world's so still you can hear the sound. The baseball falls to the ground. He makes no excuses, he shows no fear. He just closes his eyes and listens to the cheer. Little boy, he adjusts his hat, picks up his ball, stares at his bat. Says, I am the greatest, the game is on the line. And he gives his all one last time. And the ball goes up like the moon so bright, swings his bat with all his might. And the world's as still can be. And the baseball falls. And that's strike three. Now it's supper time, and his mama calls. Little boy starts home with his bat and ball. Says, I am the greatest, that is a fact. But even I didn't know I could pitch like that. Says, I am the greatest, that is understood. But even I didn't know I could pitch that good.
If I pitch, can you catch? Will you hold the ball when you step to the plate? Will you swing and fall? If you play, you gotta know how it's done. Can you catch? Can you hold a hard one? I mean, baby, do you know the game? I mean, baby, do you know the game? I'm a big league pitcher. Can you catch the hurl I swing? Can you hit ball I throw to you? Southpaw, can you hit ball I throw to you? But get your bat ready, baby.
Kingsmen baseball is on the air.
Fly ball, center fielder on the run. He can't get to it. That's going to roll to the wall. It'll be extra bases.
We'll take a look at today's game, bring you the starting lineups, and hear from Kingsmen baseball head coach Joe Hudak on the Kingsmen baseball pregame show.
High fly ball, deep left. That thing is smoke. You got to have a passport to catch that.
Kingsmen baseball is brought to you by Substation 2, Cherry Road, Rock Hill, across from Winthrop University. Slice, 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 garden, garden, garden. Planet Fitness, home of the judgment-free zone. Rock Hill Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Open Happiness. Sutton Construction Incorporated of Rock Hill. Call 803-327-5654. And by Chick-fil-A, Cherry Road, Rock Hill. Now, here is the radio voice of Kingsmen baseball, Stephen Stone.
Impressive 3-2 win in game number one, Coach Hudak. looking for a sweep here. And now I'm going to, don't go Jim Mora on me, but I'm going to talk playoffs just for a quick second here. That's it.
Playoffs?
Yeah, exactly. I knew it. I knew he'd do it. I had to set him up. All right, you got the Kings, you got the Spinners on the road at Lake Norman. They just got underway a few minutes ago. If we can pick up a sweep here, at the very least, we'll gain a half game on them. If we can get some help from the Copperheads, we can pick up as much as a game and cut this thing to a game and a half.
Yeah, we're not really concerned about that right now. We've just got to take care of our business. Obviously, we want to be the number one seed. We want to be the home team every game that we play. But we really can't be concerned about that right now. So we had a really good game the first game. Caleb Costa threw really well for us. Gave up 2. But if we make a couple of difficult plays, but if we made a couple, they wouldn't have got any. But he pitched really well, and Cam came in and shut the door, and just a great game for us. Young Buck got a big hit. Jack Austin, drove in 2 runs, and then Easton Cullison, another new guy, got a big hit. So, the new guys have really been helping us. So we got to go out and take care of this game now.
All right, let's talk about this second game, the nightcap to our doubleheader with the Concord Athletics. What's the plan?
Well, Ryan Rouse is starting for us. Now, Ryan threw very well the last start. Last start he had, actually, was against the Blowfish in an exhibition game. And threw really well, felt really good. And then he had a start after that and threw really well, felt good, but then his shoulder started bothering him, and so he hasn't thrown since then. And so, we're hoping that he's okay. He's been throwing, his shoulder's been feeling better, so we're going to start him tonight. But, not expecting to get too much out of him. We got another new guy that's going to probably pitch for us tonight, a kid named Tyler Reynolds. Tyler's from Francis Marion, and he's from Evans, Georgia, and he joined us, and so he'll throw probably after Ryan, and then we got Jordan Thurman's here tonight. Jordan's been here when we've needed him, and I called him and told him we need him for tonight's game, and so he's here to pitch at the end as well, and then maybe we can get another inning out of Cam. We'll see.
All right, well, good luck in game 2, and hopefully when we get together Wednesday, we can talk about a home sweep here tonight.
Well, that's what we're hoping for. Yep. Thanks,
all right,
Thanks, Stephen.
All right, head coach Joe Hudak of the Kingsmen. We'll step aside, come back with starting lineups on the way. First pitch coming up in the nightcap to our doubleheader as the Kingsmen look to sweep the Concord A's here at home at York Comprehensive High School. They're next on the Kingsmen Baseball Network.
Welcome to Substation 2. Why did you slap me?
For being fresh.
I wasn't being fresh.
No, your sandwich is so fresh.
Well, we do slice everything fresh to order.
Now, what can I have for dessert?
No, now look who's being fresh. Ow, okay, I deserve that one. This is Charlie Ruffalo. Everything we do is fresh, fresh, fresh. Our bread is fresh out of the oven. Our meats and cheeses are cut fresh right in front of your eyes. We garden each sandwich just the way you tell us across the counter. That's why we're the best. Substation 2, Cherry Road, across from Winthrop.
Hey, neighbor. Come on in. We're Bojangles, and we've been making famous chicken and biscuits since 1977. What smells so good? Must be this plate of famous chicken and biscuits. We don't just make famous chicken and biscuits. We make famous chicken and biscuits all day long. Chicken and biscuits. Swing by and taste what made us famous. We're Bojangles. It's nice to meet you.
Head to Bojangles to get our world-famous chicken made from scratch biscuits, fixins, and tea. Bojangles, it's Bo time.
So I'm at the theater with my mom and sister to see the latest Victorian romantic love tragedy film.
I should like that very much.
But I'm down to that last part of my Coke, where if I try to drink it, there's a good chance it'll make a slurping noise.
Shh, quiet.
So I'm waiting for an action scene to cover the slurp.
Perhaps he could make himself useful in the kitchen.
And waiting for the action scene.
Die for love.
And waiting.
My heart longs to be.
Shh, quiet. Can you pass the popcorn?
Coca-Cola. Open happiness.
And welcome back into the ballpark. Stephen Stone with you here. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups for the visiting Concord Athletics in the nightcap to our doubleheader. False action, the center fielder will start things off, followed by Anthony Palmer, the second baseman. Extra hitter is Nathan McCabe. Cleanup man, the DH, Caden Plummer. James Newsom, the first baseman, will bat fifth, followed by Dawson Connell, the third baseman. We're going to step aside for the national anthem. I'll come back and finish after this on the Kingsmen Baseball Network.
Great day. I'm Pastor Herbert Crump of Freedom Temple Ministries in Rock Hill, South Carolina. And I am asking you to join us in supporting Coach Joe Hudak and Kingsmen Baseball. He's doing an amazing job preparing these young men not only athletically, but also spiritually. So join in with us and help hit a home run in supporting Kingsmen Baseball. Have a great day.
I got a serious burn on today, bro. Deep down in here. Did you get your burn on?
I guess so.
Bros know when they get their burn on.
Maybe here?
No, bro. Bros know. Burn.
And that's why I don't like gyms. Well, we're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
No gym intimidation, no lunks, just $10 a month. We're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
There's always time in the morning, always time at night. Always time for simple pleasure, sunshine and moonlight. Always time for refreshment when you're on the run. And when it's time for fun, there's always Coca-Cola. Yeah. Coca-Cola. Always Coca-Cola.
Distributed by Rock Hill Coca-Cola.
All right, let's take it from the top, shall we? Starting lineup for the Concord Athletics. Paul Satchin, the center fielder, will be followed by the second baseman, Anthony Palmer. The extra hitter is Nathan McCabe, batting third, followed by the DH, Caden Plummer. James Newsom is the first baseman, batting fifth, followed by the third baseman, Dawson Connell. Left fielder is Cole Pletcher. Catcher is Garrison Bullock. We have Aaron Herbst, the shortstop, batting ninth, and the number 10 man is Darian Whitaker in right field. Satchin, Palmer, McCabe, Plummer, Newsom, Connell, Pletcher, Bullock, Herbst, and Whitaker for the Concord Athletics. They will start Tyler D'Amico, who we are certainly no strangers with, in the nightcap of our doubleheader. For the Kingsmen, Cam McNerney will play center field and lead things off, followed by Anthony Mita, who will be at third base in Game 2. Sawyer Reeves will move over to shortstop and bat third, followed by the first baseman, Johnny Sweeney. Burt Camper will be our DH and bat fifth in Game 2. Luke Jenkins, the right fielder, hits sixth. Easton Kellison, the second baseman, will bat seventh. Aiden Rice will be in left field batting eighth. Jack Austin behind the plate catching will bat ninth. And Lane McLevine will be our extra hitter. McNerney, Mita, Reeves, Sweeney, Camper, Jenkins, Collison, Rice, and Austin with McLevine rounding us out. Getting the start will be Ryan Rouse. So, Kingsmen winning Game 1 of our doubleheader, looking for a sweep here at home to maybe pick up some ground on the Mooresville Spinners, who are underway right now in Concord at Lake Norman for a single game matchup there. They just got started about roughly 25-30 minutes ago, so we'll keep you posted on that game tonight. As we mentioned in the pregame with Joe Hudak, Kingsmen can pick up a half a game with a doubleheader sweep here at home, irregardless of what the Spinners do. If we can get a little help out of the Copperheads and have them knock off the Spinners, we can pick up a whole game and go into Wednesday night a game and a half out of first place and that number one playoff seed. So a lot of variables are at play, but you got to play them all one at a time, as Coach Hudak has so often said over the 20-plus years of our friendship, and he's absolutely right. So Paul Satchin will step in, left-hand side of the plate, to face the right-hander Ryan Rouse. And we are about to get things underway here in the nightcap of our doubleheader at York Comprehensive High School. And again, we thank you for making us a part of your Monday evening. A little impatient down there, aren't they?
I was waiting for him to step in the box.
So here comes the first pitch. And it's ball one at 7:40 Eastern, 85 degrees under sunny skies, and the lights are on because it'll soon be darkness. Rouse deals upstairs, ball 2. Palmer waiting on deck. Ryan looks in, 2-0 offering on the way. Misses outside. I don't know what's he got to do to throw a strike. These are pretty close pitches. 3-0 the count to Sachin. Outside corner, called strike. 3-1 the count. Rouse kicks and deals. Called strike in the inside corner. Full count. He battles back. Three-two payoff pitch on the way. Slaps it foul. Third base side out of play. Count will hold to 3-2. Anthony Palmer due up next, followed by Nathan McCabe, the Game 2 extra hitter. Three-two payoff once again. Ran it inside, missed, ball 4. Leadoff man aboard for Anthony Palmer, the second baseman.
The second baseman,
defensive alignment for the Kingsmen. Johnny Sweeney at first, Easton Kellison at second, Sawyer Reeves at short, and Anthony Mita at third. The outfield from left to right is Aiden Rice, Cam McNerney, and Luke Jenkins. Jack Austin behind the plate, handling the right-handed stylings of Ryan Rouse. Sweeney will hold the runner at first. In on the grass is Mita. Ball 1, high and away. Outside corner, called strike. 1-1 the count. There goes the runner down to second. He'll come back as it's fouled into the screen. 1-2 the count. Athletics with a hit and run on. Palmer steps back in. Popped him up. Third baseman Mita calling for it. He'll make the put out for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Nathan McCabe. Runner stays put at first.
That'll bring up the extra hitter, number 40, Nathan McCabe.
So McCabe will step in, left-hand side of the plate. Sweeney will continue to hold the runner at first. Rouse deals. Strike in the inside corner. 0-1 the count. Kingsmen will have a well-deserved day off tomorrow and get ready for the Wednesday home doubleheader with the Carolina Vipers. 5 o'clock first pitch. Pre-game at a little after 4:45. We hope that you'll make us part of your Wednesday. Ground ball to the shortstop. Flips to second for one. On to first. 6-4-3 twin killing to get out of the top of the first. Here for the Kingsmen. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Scoreless as we head to the bottom of the first on the Kingsmen Baseball Network.
For the Athletics in the top of the first.
This is Scott Davis with Northside Baptist Church, and I'd like to share why we're honored to support Kingsmen Baseball, especially in light of a culture that produces young men capable of unthinkable violence and incredible apathy. It's so encouraging to help an organization that teaches young men character through the great game of baseball. Add to that our shared convictions that the surest way to success and significance is through a living relationship with Jesus Christ, and you've got a winning combination on the baseball diamond, in the boardroom, or wherever God calls these young men.
The chicken fingers are good.
Are they Bojangles Chicken Supremes?
No, they're Cheeky's chicken fingers. We're in a Cheeky's restaurant.
So they're not whole breast tenderloins.
I can
Are they
check.
at least perfectly seasoned like Bojangles?
Well, I don't think that they are.
So they're mild like home-style tenders from Bojangles.
I don't know if they're mild or hot or what. I don't eat them.
I'll just take a water.
Nothing compares to Bojangles' perfectly seasoned chicken supremes or mild home-style tenders. Bojangles, it's Bo time.
Well, the left-hander, Tyler D'Amico, taking his tune-up tosses here for the Concord Athletics as we move to bottom of the first inning. Scoreless, D'Amico, 6'3", 210-pound southpaw from Waxhaw, North Carolina, a junior at Carson Newman College. He'll be backed up tonight defensively by James Newsom at first, Anthony Palmer at second, Aaron Herbst at short, and Dawson Connell at third. The outfield from left to right, Cole Pletcher, Paul Sachin, and Darian Whitaker. Garrison Bullock doing the catching duties here in game number 2 at York High School. So Cam McNerney, Anthony Mita, and Sawyer Reeves face D'Amico, who we saw last Friday night in Concord. Joe Hudak moving down to the third base coaching box. Joe Hudak came out of the dugout without that helmet. Umpires assisting. That's a rule now. Coach has got to have a batting helmet on. Protective headgear. Anything can happen. Last thing we need is Joe Hudak getting fucked on the head. So Cam steps in. Home plate umpire getting adjusted and ready to go. Well, we're ready to go. Breaking ball misses outside for ball 1. McNerney, Mita, and Reeves here in the bottom of the first. One-0 offering is high, ball 2. Up and away, ball 3. 3-0 the count. High and tight, 4-pitch walk. Kingsmen put the leadoff man aboard, and here is Anthony Mita getting the game 2 start at third base.
That'll bring up the third baseman, number 10, Anthony Mita.
Top of the second for the Spinners and Copperheads. They are scoreless in Concord. Copperheads, the home team in this one. Anthony steps in, runner being held at first. Showing bunt. Here comes the third baseman, and he pulls it back and takes a ball 1 high. 5 pitches, and D'Amico has yet to throw a strike. Cam is a base-stealing threat. Fastest man on the squad. Showing bunt again is Anthony. Third baseman nearly in his lap. That one is low and away for ball 2. 2-0 the count. As Connell creeping in from third. Now looking down at Joe at third. Has his sign, steps back in. I imagine he'll keep the bunt on, at least one more pitch. Yep. And now they've got, they almost had McNeely in a rundown, but pitcher threw it away. I would definitely call that an error. So Cam advances on the throwing error by the pitcher. So that'll take the bunt off. And Mita will be turned loose. 2-0 offering coming up. D'Amico hits him. So runners at first and second. And here is Sawyer Reeves. Sawyer, the game 1 third baseman, playing shortstop in the nightcap here. Sawyer looking down at Joe Hudak at third, has his signs, having a little conversation with the home plate umpire now. An exchange of pleasantries, I assure you. D'Amico sets the belt. Runners are not being held. First baseman is in on the grass, expecting a bunt, and nice stop by the catcher, Bullock, to keep that from being a wild pitch. Ball 1. Eight pitches, 8 balls. Here comes the coach out of the Concord bullpen to have a conversation with his starter, Tyler D'Amico. He's going to bring everybody in, so a whole board of directors meeting about to ensue. As infielders join the conversation, which is pretty much one-sided right now. It's the coach doing all the talking. The conversation is complete. So Reeves steps back in. Runners are not being held. First baseman Newsom is in on the grass. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Hot shot right through the glove of the third baseman. Joe Hudak like a windmill there at third. Here comes McNeely with the first run of the game. And everybody will move up. How you score that, Ace? Definitely E5. Like that glove had a hole in it. So McNeely comes around. Down to third goes Mita. And then Reeves will advance on to throw.
First baseman number 32, Johnny Sweeney.
So Kingsmen with an early 1-0 lead, and here's Johnny Sweeney with nobody out and runners at second and third. Sweeney, left-hand hitter, facing the left-handed pitching. D'Amico, that's low for a ball. 1-0 the count. First base is open, nobody out. 1-0 our score. Fly ball center field. tagging at third. And at second, and everybody will move up on the sac fly to center field by Sweeney. He'll pick up the RBI for his trouble. And it's now a 2-0 Kingsman lead. And that'll bring up Burt Camper, the DH. So Mita comes in, Reeves down to third. And here's Burt Camper, the DH, with 1 out on the inning. D'Amico looks in, high and away for ball 1. Two nothing our score. Kingsman in front early on here. D'Amico sets at the belt from the stretch. Breaking ball misses high and away, ball 2. Inside, 59.5 footer for ball 3. And again, for the exception of the fly ball to left field, out of 14 pitches, 12 have been balls. Well, that hit him. Second hit batsman of the inning will put runners at the corners. And this is just not Tyler D'Amico's night. So 1 out, runners at the corners for Luke Jenkins. No activity in the Concord bullpen yet. We'll see how long that stays quiet before this thing gets out of control. 2 runs already in here in the home half of the first. D'Amico looks in, kicks and deals. Strike 1. That's an icebreaker. Finally. Jenkins will step out. Easton Cullison waiting on deck. D'Amico sets at the belt. From the stretch, the 0-1. That's low for a ball and a nice job. Well, they tried to hang up the run. Now they're going to throw down to second. Try to run it out. They're just going to let it go. You go back to first and everybody's safe. Pretty alert defense by the Athletics because they kept their eye at all times on Reeves at third. And they knew what this was from the word go. It was pretty obvious it's a ball, by the way, 1-1 the count. So some alert defensive playing by the Concord infield. Palmer, the second baseman, the ringleader, he wasn't buying any of this. Ground ball to the first baseman. He'll throw to second and try to get the force over to first. They won't get anything there, and a run will score. And it's now a 3-0 ball game. So a fielder's choice is how we'll score this. Reeves will come in. Camper will be forced out at second. You can score that 4-6. And with 2 outs, here is Easton Cullison with the bases empty. No, excuse me, with a man on first. Didn't see him there behind the pole. D'Amico deals. That's outside for a ball. Aiden Rice waiting on deck. Kingsmen putting a 3 spot on the board early on here in the nightcap of the doubleheader. Popped him up. Left fielder coming in hard quickly. The shortstop going back, and nobody has it. But out at third, being greedy, was Capper, and that'll do it for the Kingsmen. But go ahead and score that a single to left field in the Bermuda Triangle. But, Jenkins tagged out at third, and you can score that 7-5, left fielder to the third baseman. 3 runs, no hits, 2 errors, and a man left. We've played one. Kingsmen with a 3-0 lead on the Kingsmen Baseball Network.
I got a serious burn on today, bro. Deep down in here. Did you get your burn on?
I guess so.
Bros know when they get their burn on.
Maybe here?
No, bro. Bros know. Burning.
And that's why I don't like gyms. Well, we're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
No gym intimidation, no lunks, just $10 a month. We're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
I'm sitting here at the dinner table with my mom.
Hi, honey.
And she has prepared hundreds of meals for our family. So I brought some Coke to go with all the great food she's cooked.
Thanks, honey.
And as an extra special gift, I've written a song that I will play using these empty Coke bottles. All right, here we go. Play that bottle. Whew. I think I nailed it.
I think you did too.
Coca-Cola. Open happiness.
When we go to the top of the second inning, it'll be Caden Plummer, James Newsom, and Dawson Connell, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Now, when you feel free to use these.
Leading off the top of the second, the designated hitter, number 17, Caden Plummer.
Caden Plummer will step in right-hand side of the plate. Kingsmen with a 3-0 lead as we move to the top of the second in the nightcap of our doubleheader, looking for a home sweep, having won the first game 3-2 tonight. It's inside for a ball. 1-0 the count. Ryan Rouse from Morehead City, North Carolina, 6'6", 190-pound right-hander, sophomore at the University of North Carolina, Greensboro. Looks in, here's the pitch. Well, got right, hit him on the hands. Leadoff man aboard. And that'll bring up James Newsom.
First baseman, number 39, James Newsom.
Newsom, left-hand hitter, stepping in, getting the game 2 start at first base tonight. Sweeney holding the runner at first. Tying away for a ball. 1-0 the count. Rouse takes a look at first, deals outside, ball 2. And here comes Joe Hudak, who's seen something. Just a It'll just be a mano-mano conversation between Coach Hudak and Ryan Rouse. And very quickly to the point. Seeing some yellow shirts scamper down to the Kingsmen bullpen. Newsom will step back in. Inside for a ball, 3-0 the count. Well, you don't want to put yourself in a hole. We'll start to have some activity in the Kingsman bullpen, however. Called strike. 3-1 the count. Lost him outside, ball 4. Runners at first and second with nobody out. For Dawson Connell, the third baseman.
The third baseman, number 13, Dawson Connell.
We'll start to have some activity now for the Kingsmen in the first base bullpen. Ryan Rouse, a little bit of a jam here. Runners are not being held. Nobody out, top of the second, 3-0 our score. Kingsmen in front. Strike on the outside corner. Cole Pletcher waiting on deck. Swing and a miss, strike 2. He got out in front of that. It's outside for a ball, 1-2 the count. One misses, 2-2 the count. Full count. Fly ball. That's in the alley. And caught by McNerney, and everybody goes running back to their respective bases. A long out. But handled by McNerney, so Plummer will stay at second. Newsom at first.
26, Cole Pletcher.
Here's Cole Pletcher, our game 2 left fielder for the Athletics. Well, wild pitch will move the runners up. So Plummer down to third. Newsom down to second. 1-0 the count. Two and 0 the count. Runners at second and third, one out, 3-0 our score. Kingsmen in front. Rouse looking in. Deals low, 3-0 the count. Garrison Bullock, the catcher, waiting on deck. And the activity picking up in the Kingsmen bullpen. Offering coming up to Cole Pletcher. Now Pletcher will back out. Here's the 3-0 offering. Ball 4, wild pitch, that'll bring in a run. Should have been ball 4. Oh, 3-1, all right. Well, we can tell you that the wild pitch has played it a run here as Plummer comes in. And down to third goes Newsom. Three and 1 the count in a 3-1 ball game. Fly ball left field coming in, making the catch for the second out. That'll bring up Garrison Bullock. Newsom stays put at third.
Up next, the catcher, number 41, Garrison Bullock.
So Bullock will step in. 3-1 our score. Kingsmen in front. Top of the second inning. 2 outs, man on third. Rouse looks in, deals. Ground ball, shortstop is up with it. Throw to first, and the Kingsmen are out of the inning. But a run, no hits, no errors, and a man left. Played an inning and a half. 3-1 our score. Kingsmen in front on the Kingsmen Baseball Network.
Welcome to Substation 2. Why did you slap me?
For being fresh.
I wasn't being fresh.
No, your sandwich is so fresh.
Well, we do slice everything fresh to order.
Now what can I have for dessert?
No, now look who's being fresh. Oh, okay, I deserve that one. This is Charlie Ruffalo. Everything we do is fresh, fresh, fresh. Our bread is fresh out of the oven. Our meats and cheeses are cut fresh right in front of your eyes. We garden each sandwich just the way you tell us across the counter. That's why we're the best. Substation 2, Cherry Road, across from Winthrop.
At Sutton Construction in Rock Hill, we believe there's nothing more important than having a strong foundation. And there's nothing more important than picking the right site work contractor to make sure your project begins on solid ground. At Sutton Construction, our customers say we're the best in the business. We specialize in site preparation and have been in business for almost 50 years and are dedicated to completing each project in a timely manner. To learn more, call Sutton Construction today at 803-327-5654. That's 803-327-5654.
Well, we go to the home half of the second inning, and boy, it could have gotten really ugly there in the top part of this frame. Kingsmen able to get away, just giving up the one run. 3-1 our score. Good guys in front of the Concord Athletics. Bottom third of the order, Aiden Rice, Jack Austin, and Lane McLevane. 8, 9, and 10 hitters for the Kingsmen. As Tyler D'Amico, who was certainly taking his lumps, having given up 3 runs on 1 hit. A couple of errors in the top of the first, or bottom of the first. Has thrown 20 pitches, 15 of which have been balls. So, not exactly having his best night. So here's Aiden Rice, the left fielder, in game 2. Activity is stopped in the Kingsman bullpen. D'Amico deals, swing and a miss, strike 1. Bottom of the second, Kingsmen batting. They lead 3-1. Low for a ball, 1-1 the count. One offering on the way is inside corner, called strike. 1-2 the count. Inside corner, that was a sweetheart of a pitch. Rung him up. That'll do wonders for your confidence if you're Tyler D'Amico. And here's Jack Austin, the catcher. Jack had a pretty good game 1, driving in a pair of runs in that 3-2 win. Skies that foul, out of play, third base side for strike 1.
Reminder to please return all foul balls to the first base dugout. Thank you.
D'Amico looks in with a fresh baseball. 0-1 offering on the way. Inside for a ball, 1-1 the count. Called strike. 1-2 the count.
Was that 3-1? Yeah, okay.
59.5 footer for ball 2.
Appreciate it. It's 3-1.
Fly ball, center field, coming over is Sachin, and he'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring on Lane McLevane.
The extra hitter, number 20, Lane McLevane.
Top of the second, scoreless in Concord, the Spinners and the Copperheads, a game that, well, we're keeping an eye on. It's pop foul out of play, first base side for strike 1 to Lane McLevane. Cam McNerney, the leadoff man, waiting on deck. It's upstairs for a ball. 1-1 the count. Ran it inside for a ball. 2-1 the count. McNerney waiting on deck. Who got himself a save in game 1. 2-1 offering. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Evens the count. D'Amico kicks and deals. Rung him up. Strike 3. In on the hands. 1-2-3 inning for the Kingsmen. We go to the top of the third. Kingsmen with a 3-1 lead on the Kingsmen Baseball Network.
Great day. I'm Pastor Herbert Crump of Freedom Temple Ministries in Rock Hill, South Carolina. And I am asking you to join us in supporting Coach Joe Hudak and Kingsmen Baseball. He's doing an amazing job preparing these young men not only athletically but also spiritually. So join in with us and help hit a home run in supporting Kingsmen Baseball. Have a great day.
I got a serious burn on today, bro. Deep down in here. Did you get your burn on?
I guess so.
Bros know when they get their burn on.
Maybe here?
No, bro. Bros know. Burn.
And that's why I don't like gyms. Well, we're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
No gym intimidation, no lunks, just $10 a month. We're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
Kingsmen will have the day off tomorrow, and they will rejoin you Wednesday afternoon at about 4:45 with the pregame for our doubleheader with the Carolina Vipers here at York Comprehensive High School. 5 o'clock first pitch. We hope that you'll make us a part of your Wednesday evening.
Number 11, Aaron.
Here's Aaron Herbst, the shortstop. He'll be followed by Darian Whitaker, the right fielder, and then the top of the order with the center fielder, Paul Sachin. No one misses, low and away for a ball. Ryan Rouse now at 33 pitches. Bullpen for the Kingsmen is quiet. One misses, low and away. 2-0 the count. Now we'll start to get somebody warmed up again. Fly ball out to left field. Rice. It's over his head. It'll go to the wall. And he's having trouble picking it up and rounding second, coming to third. He'll make it in with a triple to start things off here in the top of the third. So, Athletics are not going to go quietly away, obviously, because this game is as important to them as it is to us.
Number 8.
Here's Darian Whitaker, the right fielder, with a man on third and nobody out in a 3-1 ball game. We saw Whitaker last Friday night. This guy's a dangerous hitter. Left-handed hitter stepping in. The infield's back, the outfield's straight away. Called strike. Ball to the outfield, and this thing becomes a 1-run game. It's low for a ball. Good stop by Austin. 1-1 the count. One offering, popped him up. Giving chases Mita, but he'll run out of real estate. And he'll make it out of play. 1-2 the count. Nobody out on the inning. Leadoff man Herbst aboard with a triple. Swing and a miss. He was going for the fence, and down he goes. That's a big out there. Top of the order now with Paul Satchin, who walked his first time up back in the first to start things off. And here comes Joe Hudak out of the Kingsmen dugout. And we're going to have a change, so he's going to the bullpen. We'll step aside, come back, close the book on Ryan Rouse, talk about a new pitcher after this on the Kingsmen Baseball Network.
At Sutton Construction in Rock Hill, we believe there's nothing more important than having a strong foundation. And there's nothing more important than picking the right site work contractor to make sure your project begins on solid ground. At Sutton Construction, our customers say we're the best in the business. We specialize in site preparation and have been in business for almost 50 years and are dedicated to completing each project in a timely manner. To learn more, call Sutton Construction today at 803-327-5654. That's 803-327-5654.
Great day. I'm Pastor Herbert Crump of Freedom Temple Ministries in Rock Hill, South Carolina. And I am asking you to join us in supporting Coach Joe Hudak and Kingsmen Baseball. He's doing an amazing job preparing these young men, not only athletically, but also spiritually. So join in with us and help hit a home run in supporting Kingsmen Baseball. Have a great day.
Well, we'll get a look at Tyler Reynolds, who Coach Hudak told us about in the pregame. He'll come over and come on in and take over for Ryan Rouse. So Rouse goes 2 1/3. He gives up a run that's earned on a hit. He walks 2, strikes out 1. He'll make way for the right-hander, who's loosening up right now. Paul Satchin patiently waiting as the tune-up tosses are complete.
Athletics, the center fielder, number 10, Paul Satchin.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. 3-1 now score. We're in the top of the third. Kingsman in front, but a man on third with 1 out. Reynolds looks in. The right-hander deals. He'll be low and away for a ball. 1-1 the count. 1-1 offering. It's a base hit to right field, and that'll play run number 2 for the Athletics. And oh man. And the old man is, not sure if that's an error or not. It is to the right fielder. So how you scoring that? Single and an error?
Second baseman, number 2, Anthony
So Herbst
Palmer.
comes in. Single for Sachin, and then you're going to advance him on the fielding error to the right fielder down to second base, and it's now a 1-run ball game with 1 out and a man on second for Anthony Palmer, who popped up to the third baseman Mita back in the first. So yeah, Athletics aren't going to go away. Reynolds looking in, sets at the belt. Tying run is at second. There's a ground ball to the first baseman who will flip to the pitcher covering, and down to third will go the tying run. But 2 outs in the inning for Nathan McCabe.
That'll bring up the extra hitter, number 40.
So Sachin down to third. And here is McCabe, who grounded it into the inning-ending 6-4-3 double play back in the first. 3-2 our score. Kingsmen up by a run. We're in the top of the third, looking for the home sweep over the Concord Athletics. The pitch, low for a ball. Swing and a miss, strike one. 1-1 the count. Line drive, base hit. We got a brand new ball game. 3-3 tied up. Single into left field. Sachin comes in. And up comes Caden Plummer now with the go-ahead run at first with 2 outs in the top of the third.
That'll bring up the designated hitter, number 17, Caden Plummer.
Caden Plummer will step in. He was hit by a pitch and then scored the first one for the Athletics. Back in the second. He'll look at ball one, low and away. Ground ball, shortstop will flip to second for the force, and that will do it. But 2 runs on 3 hits and an error. A man left. We've played 2.5. Tied at 3. The Concord Athletics, the Kingsmen, on the Kingsmen Baseball Network.
So I'm at the theater with my mom and sister to see the latest Victorian romantic love tragedy film.
I should like that very much.
But I'm down to that last part of my Coke, where if I try to drink it, there's a good chance it'll make a slurping noise. Shh, quiet. So I'm waiting for an action scene to cover the slurp.
Perhaps he could make himself useful in the kitchen.
And waiting for the action scene.
Die for love.
And waiting.
My heart longs to be.
Shh, quiet. Can you pass the popcorn?
Coca-Cola, open happiness.
This is Scott Davis with Northside Baptist Church, and I'd like to share why we're honored to support Kingsmen Baseball, especially in light of a culture that produces young men capable of unthinkable violence and incredible apathy. It's so encouraging to help an organization that teaches young men character through the great game of baseball. Add to that our shared convictions that the surest way to success and significance is through a living relationship with Jesus Christ, and you've got a winning combination on the baseball diamond, in the boardroom, or wherever God calls these young men.
Well, Pastor Davis and the folks at Northside Baptist Church honored here tonight at the ballpark, throwing out the ceremonial first pitch in the nightcap of our doubleheader. It's good to see Pastor Davis and our dear friends from Northside Baptist Church. As we head to the home half of the third inning, brand new ball game, tied at 3. It'll be at the top of the order. Cam McNerney, Anthony Mita, and Sawyer Reeves for the Kingsmen to face Tyler D'Amico, who now suddenly has fresh life. Cam, who walked and scored back in the first, takes ball 1. Popped him up. That'll be back out of play toward us. 1-1 the count. McNerney, Mita, and Reeves here in the home half of the third, tied at 3. The Kingsmen and the Concord Athletics, who have had some pretty good duels in the past. 1-1 offering. Popped up right side, second baseman chasing, right fielder coming in. It'll be the right fielder Whitaker for the put out and the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Anthony Mita, who was hit by a pitch and scored back in the first.
Third baseman number 10, Anthony Mita.
Well, busy week in the SCBL. As we mentioned, the Spinners visiting the Copperheads tonight. It's high and away for a ball. Tomorrow night, the Athletics will head to Mooresville to face the Spinners, and the Vipers will travel over to face the Copperheads. And Thursday night. How about Wednesday night? The Vipers will come here for a pair, and the Copperheads will visit the Athletics. D'Amico looking in. That's going to be fouled out of play. Tied at 3. D'Amico looking in. The left-hander deals. Blowing away. 3-1 the count. And ball 4. One out base runner for the Kingsmen. That'll pick up Sawyer Reeves, who reached on the air to the third baseman and scored run number 3 back in the first. And the Kingsmen need to manufacture some runs here and now. So Sawyer will step in. Johnny Sweeney in the on-deck circle. Runner being held at first by Newsom, the first baseman. That's going to be fouled out of play, first base side. Got around late on that. So the Vipers come in Wednesday.
Please return foul balls to the first base dugout.
Then we'll go see them on Thursday. And stay tuned for what Friday may bring. Throw over to first, not in time. Three runs for the Kingsmen at the bottom of the first, and then one for the Athletics in the top of the second, and 2 more in the top of the third. And that's where we are, tied at 3. That's fisted foul into the screen. 0-2 the count. Runner being held at first. Throw over to first is not in time. Just keeping him honest. Reeves will back out. 0-2 the count to him. Now Almeida again with a short lead. D'Amico comes to the plate. Ground ball up the middle. Off the glove, and everybody's going to be safe. It was a hot smash back to the mound, and D'Amico, in a self-preservation move, knocked it down, but kind of killed the play for the shortstop. I'm going to guess infield single. That's what I would think, yes.
First baseman number 32, Johnny Sweeney.
So, runners at first and second. And Johnny Sweeney steps in, who had the sac fly back in the first, but drove in a run. Runners are not being held. One out in the inning, and first baseman anticipating a bunt out of Sweeney. I don't know that you take the bat out of this guy's hands. D'Amico checks the runner at second, gives him a second look, now comes to the plate. It's going to be low for a ball. 1-0 the count. Prime opportunity for the Kingsmen here to do something with it. One out, runners at first and second. Outfield straight away. Infield is a double play depth. Throw to second is not in time. That's a dangerous play there, friends. It's going to be low for ball one, or excuse me, ball two, rather. That's a time play, that pickoff at second base deal. And, sometimes it works, and it's great. But more times than not, it's disaster, and the center fielder better be paying attention. 2-0 to Johnny Sweeney. Called strike outside corner. Base hit, and now the bases are full for Burke Camper. So Meade down to third, Reeves down to second.
Burke Camper.
Burke, who was hit by a pitch back in the first. D'Amico looks in. Here's the pitch. Upstairs for a ball. Luke Jenkins waiting on deck. Runners not being held, but the exterior fielders are at the edge of the grass of the infield. Fastball misses low. 2-0 the count. Everywhere you look, a Kingsman base runner. Sweeney at first, Reeves at second, and Meade at third. Golden opportunity. Camper the batter. Now D'Amico will step off the back of the mound, and Burke will back out. Luke Jenkins waiting on deck. 3-3 our score, bottom of the third. D'Amico sets at the belt from the stretch. Foul out of play, first base side. 2-1 the count. Burke Capper looking down at Coach Joe Hudak at third. Now steps back in. D'Amico trying to work his way out of a jam with the bases juiced. And that's a wild pitch. That'll bring in the go-ahead run. Everybody will move up, and that'll make it a 3-1 count. So that'll open up first base. As everybody moves up on the wild pitch, Mita comes in with run number 4. Reeves down to third. Down to second goes Sweeney. So the pressure remains on. D'Amico sets at the belt. 3-1 offering on the way. There's a base hit left field. That'll play a couple. And it's suddenly a 6-3 ball game. Kingsmen in front. And the 2 RBI single by Burke Camper. Just what the doctor ordered as Reeves comes in. Sweeney around from second. And here is Luke Jenkins.
The right fielder, number 29, Luke Jenkins.
So meeting on the mound. And we'll have a change, so call to the bullpen. We'll come back, talk about it, close the book on Tyler D'Amico after this on the Kingsmen Baseball Network.
Welcome to Substation 2. Why did you slap me?
For being fresh.
I wasn't being fresh.
No, your sandwich is so fresh.
Well, we do slice everything fresh to order.
Now what can I have for dessert?
No, now look who's being fresh. Oh, okay, I deserve that one. This is Charlie Ruffalo. Everything we do is fresh, fresh, fresh. Our bread is fresh out of the oven. Our meats and cheeses are cut fresh right in front of your eyes. We garden each sandwich just the way you tell us across the counter. That's why we're the best. Substation 2, Cherry Road, across from Winthrop.
There's always time in the morning, always time at night. Always time for simple pleasure, sunshine and moonlight. Always time for refreshment when you're on the run. And when it's time for fun, there's always Coca-Cola. Yeah. Coca-Cola. Always Coca-Cola.
Distributed by Rock Hill Coca-Cola. Well, Nathaniel Volk will come in, number 37, I do believe. Is that correct? All right. Well, what we can tell you about Nathaniel Volk is he's a 6'3", right-handed freshman, 195 pounds, from Monroe, North Carolina, a student at North Carolina Wesleyan College. He will take over here and try to put out a fire of a major dimension here in the home half of the third. As Tyler D'Amico just wasn't his night. The numbers for Tyler. He works 2 1/3, gives up 6 runs, 3 of which were earned on 4 hits. He walks 2, strikes out 2, and gives way to Nathaniel Volk as Luke Jenkins will step in with a runner at first and only 1 out on the inning. And the Kingsmen adding 3 runs on 3 hits here in the home half of the third to now take a 6-3 lead. And that one misses outside for a ball. 1-0 the count. Volk sets at the belt. There goes your runner down to second. Swings and, well, safe. Stolen base. And they were trying a hit and run there, but kind of a haphazard hit and run it looked like. So stolen base for Capper. He'd be proud of that. Easton Collison waiting on deck. Volk sets at the bell. 1-1 offering on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Bottom of the third inning, Kingsmen in front. 6-3. Volk deals. Ground ball, second baseman. Elwood has to run to third. First base, the only play. And that'll bring up Easton Collison. So Jenkins retired, 4-3. Capper down to third, and here's Easton Collison.
The second baseman.
Easton, who singled back in the first. Looks at ball 1. Six-3 our score. Kingsmen in front. Looking for a home sweep of the doubleheader. Ground ball, base hit, right field, make it a 7-3 ball game. So timely hitting, the order of the night in both ends of the doubleheader for the Kingsmen. And here's Aiden Rice, the left fielder, who struck out looking his first time up back in the second. Runner headed down to second, and he'll move on to third as that's off the glove of the second baseman, so that'll be an error on the fielding. Stolen base and an error, that's right. So advancing, giving the stolen base, and then advancing on the fielding error by the second baseman. And 1-0 the count. 1-0 offering on the way. Two 2-0. Jack Austin waiting on deck. Kingsman with a 7-3 lead, big inning. Volk misses outside, ball 3. Runner at third, 2 outs on the inning. Aiden Rice, the batter. Three and 1 the count. Skies it out to right center. That's going to be trouble. The gap. That's going to be extra bases into the power alley. Rounding second, motoring to third is Rice. He wasn't even slowing down. He'll go in standing up with an RBI triple. And the Kingsmen starting to pour it on here and flex the muscle as they now take an 8-3 lead. And that'll bring up Jack Austin, the 9th batter of the inning.
The catcher, number 17, Jack Austin.
Jack's had a hot stick tonight. 2 RBIs in game number 1. Runner at third, 2 outs. He chops that one down to third baseline, foul. So everybody will come back. But a big 5-run third inning so far for the Kingsmen. Chopper at the shortstop, high hop, throw to first. It is in time, but the Kingsmen put 5 on the board. They do it with 5 hits, 1 error, and they leave a man. We've played 3. It's Kingsmen 8, Concord Athletics 3 on the Kingsmen Baseball Network.
Bottom of the third.
At Sutton Construction in Rock Hill, we believe there's nothing more important than having a strong foundation. And there's nothing more important than picking the right site work contractor to make sure your project begins on solid ground. At Sutton Construction, our customers say we're the best in the business. We specialize in site preparation and have been in business for almost 50 years and are dedicated to completing each project in a timely manner. To learn more, call Sutton Construction today at 803-327-5654. That's 803-327-5654.
Hey, neighbor. Come on in. We're Bojangles, and we've been making famous chicken and biscuits since 1977. What smells so good? Must be this plate of famous chicken and biscuits. We don't just make famous chicken and biscuits. We make famous chicken and biscuits all day long. Chicken and biscuits. Swing by and taste what made us famous. We're Bojangles. It's nice to meet you.
Head to Bojangles to get our world-famous chicken made from scratch biscuits, fixins, and tea. Bojangles, it's Bo time.
Well, we go to the top of the 4th inning. Heart of the order, James Newsom, Dawson Connell, and Cole Pletcher, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for the Concord Athletics, who suddenly find themselves on the short end of an 8-3 score. As Tyler Reynolds comes in relief and suddenly finds himself in position to walk out of here with a win. Kingsmen will rest tomorrow, as will I. Then we'll all get together with you again Wednesday afternoon at 4:45 Eastern for a 5 o'clock first pitch with the Carolina Vipers in a pair of games. We'll turn around Thursday and we'll head up to Charlotte Latin, weather permitting. And I only say that because that's the only day this week that there is a significant chance of rain. They're saying 40%, but we've had temperatures in the 90s here in the Carolinas, and that triggers something known as heat convectionary thunderstorms, which is what happened to us this past Saturday night, where, you know, rough sunny Rock Hill was driving up I-77, saw a streak of lightning in the sky to the north, thought, stopped in Fort Mill, about halfway between here and Charlotte Latin High School on Providence Road in Charlotte, for a cup of coffee, and got a text that they'd had a monsoon. That's the exact word Joe used, and the game was canceled. Turned around and went home, grilled some steaks. It's Saturday night. I thought, darn. It's a called strike, 2-1 the count. To James Newsom, who walked his first time up. Ground ball, hot shot at the second baseman. He stays with it. Throw to first, and nicely done by Easton. He just hung with it all the way, and Collison records the out.
Baseman number 13, Dawson Connell.
So here's Dawson Connell, who flew out to Cam McNerney back in the second. Outside for a ball. Slap foul. How to play first base side. 1-1 the count. $59.5 footer for ball 2. 2-1 to count. Top of the fourth, Kingsmen with an 8-3 lead over the Concord Athletics. Looking to close the gap here on that number 1 seeding in the SCBL Southern Division. Swing and a miss. He got him. 2 outs in the inning. And that'll bring up Cole Pletcher.
The left fielder, number 26, Cole Pletcher.
I have, but I'm going to do it again in response to my text here that I just got. Talking about the Southern Collegiate Baseball League standings in the Southern Division. Mooresville coming into this afternoon with a 14-5 mark. They're the top dogs in the division. Kingsmen, however, only 2 back of the Spinners with an 11-6 mark on the season. Right behind us, 2 games behind us, in fact, are the Lake Norman Copperheads. So there's an important game tonight between the Copperheads and the Spinners for a lot of reasons. Number 1, the Copperheads can gain a game on the Spinners, as can we. They are in the top of the second. Well, they got to be further along than that. We just haven't had an update from them in Concord at Lake Norman. Because they're showing them scoreless. We're trying to refresh now and see where they're at. Yeah, they're not updating. So we don't know what's happening between the Spinners and the Copperheads. We can check the Spinners tweet feed. But Concord Athletics, of course, 5.5 back now with a 10-12 record. And the Carolina Vipers at the bottom of the division, 2-15 of the season. They are 11 back. So 2-game difference between the Spinners and the Kingsmen as we speak right now. And the Kingsmen can pick up that half game and cut it to a game and a half. And, of course, with a Spinner loss, they can cut that to 1-game difference. So, yeah, a lot of variables involved in the playoff seedings because the higher seeded teams will have the home field advantage. We're getting a report right now that Mooresville was up 6-0 in the top of the 6th inning. So, thank you for that. That is appreciated. Great folks that text us. That's you. So Mooresville leading 6-0, top of the 6th. And that's where we are. So best scenario for the Kingsmen is they'll come out of here with a half a game picked up over the Spinners because they're playing 1 and we're doing 2 tonight. That's ball 4.
The catcher, number 41, Garrison Bullock.
So 2-out walk to Cole Pletcher, and here's Garrison Bullock, who grounded out to short to end the 2nd inning. Runner at first with 2 outs, or excuse me, with 1 out here. No, make it 2 outs. And ball one. Reynolds sets at the bell. Pop foul into the screen. 1-1 the count. So that's the status of the standings here. By the way, Mr. Reeves, your friend Tyler Cupp, who works in my news department, sends his warmest regards to you. Called strike. 1-2 the count. Sweeney holding the runner at first. Swing and a miss. That'll do the trick. No runs, no hits, no errors. A man left. We've played 3.5. Kingsmen with an 8-3 lead on the Kingsmen Baseball Network.
I'm sitting here at the dinner table with my mom.
Hi, honey.
And she has prepared hundreds of meals for our family. So I brought some Coke to go with all the great food she's cooked.
Thanks, honey.
And as an extra special gift, I've written a song that I will play using these empty Coke bottles. All right, here we go. Play that bottle. Whew. I think I nailed it.
I think you did too.
Coca-Cola. Open happiness.
I got a serious burn on today, bro. Deep down in here. Did you get your burn on?
I guess so.
Bros know when they get the burn on.
Maybe here?
No, bro. Bros know. Burn.
And that's why I don't like gyms. Well, we're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
No gym intimidation, no lunks, just $10 a month. We're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
Same guy. Well, we move to the home half of the fourth. It'll be Lane McIlvaine, and then the top of the order, Cam McNerney and Anthony Mita to face Nathaniel Volk, who is entering his second inning of relief.
Number 20, Lane McIlvaine.
That's impressive. 6-0, end of 6. The Spinners in front of Lake Norman, and the base hit to left field to start things off for Lane McIlvaine, his first hit of the game.
And that'll put the Kingsmen back to the top of the order. The center
So here is Cam McNerney, who has walked, scored a run, and flown out to right field. And thank you for that picture. Mooresville, obviously, I guess, televising as well. Nice bunt, and everybody's safe. I think it's an established rule that when McNerney lays down a bunt successfully, you ain't going to get him.
Bring out the third baseman, number 2.
So runners at first and second. Here's Anthony Mita, the third baseman. Anthony's been hit by a pitch and walked, but scored twice tonight. So Anthony stepping in. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Bottom of the fourth. 8-3 our score. That one misses outside for a ball. Volk looks in, deals outside corner, called strike. 1-1 the count. Slap bow into the screen. 1-2. Sawyer Reeves waiting on deck. Volk looks in, checks the runner at second, comes to the plate, and hits him. That'll load him up. So here's Sawyer Reeves. Sawyer tonight has reached on an error to the third baseman and singled. He scored twice. This could start to get out of hand here real quick. 8-3 our score. I'm living for the world to see. Nobody but Jesus. I'm living for the world. Swing and a miss, strike one. Johnny Sweeney waiting on deck. Swing and a miss, strike two. Well, Volk's coming right after him. 0-2 the count. Upstairs for a ball, 1-2. Base hit, left center field. That'll play the pair. 2 RBI single. Makes it a 10-3 game. McLevine comes in. McNerney comes in. Meeta down to second. Here's Johnny Sweeney. Johnny has hit a sacrifice fly tonight and singled as an RBI and scored a run. And it's now 10-3 Kingsmen. Low for a ball. 1-1 the count. Burkamper waiting on deck. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Bottom of the fourth. Swing and a miss, strike two. Swing and a miss, strike three. Down he goes, first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Burke Camper. Burke has been hit by a pitch and single tonight, drove in a pair of runs, scored a run. So runners at first and second with one out here in the home half of the fourth. Kingsmen with a 10-3 lead. Hot shot, and that just ate up the shortstop and rolled into left field. Here comes run number 11. I don't know that he really had much of a chance at that. I mean, that was just a hot shot that ate him up. So an RBI single. As Meady comes in, Reeves down to second. And Herbst, you know, one of the better shortstops in the league, he just got victimized. Here's Luke Jenkins, who's grounded out and hit into a fielder's choice. He's got an RBI tonight.
The right fielder, number 29, Luke Jenkins.
That's now an 11-3 ball game. Volk sets at the belt. Called strike. It's outside for a ball. 1-1 the count. Nathaniel Volk taking his lumps here. Fouled off. 1-2 the count. Easton Cullison waiting on deck. One out, bottom of the fourth. Kingsmen with an 11-3 lead. Missed for a ball. 2-2 the count. That's outside, full count. Fouled, out of play, left side. Count will hold at 3-2. Swing and a miss, down he goes. Big strikeout there for out number 2, and here is Easton Cullison. Easton has singled, scored a run, a pair of singles, in fact, having a 2-for-2 night.
That'll bring up the second baseman.
He's got runners at first and second. Left-handed hitter stepping in. Ball one. Outside corner, called strike. 1-1 the count. Fouled off. Back to the screen, 1-2 the count. Fouled back to the screen. Count will hold at a ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs in the inning. Kingsman with an 11-3 lead. Runners at first and second. Nathaniel Volk trying to work his way out of a hole. High fly ball right field, but playable for the right fielder Whitaker. And that will be the third out of the inning. But the Kingsmen put 3 on the board. They do it with 4 hits. They leave 2. We've played 4. Kingsmen 11, Concord 3 on the Kingsmen Baseball Network.
Welcome to Substation 2. Why did you slap me?
For being fresh.
I wasn't being fresh.
No, your sandwich is so fresh.
Well, we do slice everything fresh to order.
Now, what can I have for dessert?
No, now look who's being fresh. Oh, okay, I deserve that one. This is Charlie Ruffalo. Everything we do is fresh, fresh, fresh. Our bread is fresh out of the oven. Our meats and cheeses are cut fresh right in front of your eyes. We garden each sandwich just the way you tell us across the counter. That's why we're the best. Substation 2, Cherry Road, across from Winthrop.
So I'm at the theater with my mom and sister to see the latest Victorian romantic love tragedy film.
I should like that very much.
But I'm down to that last part of my Coke, where if I try to drink it, there's a good chance it'll make a slurping noise. Shh, quiet. So I'm waiting for an action scene to cover the slurp.
Perhaps he could make himself useful in the kitchen.
And waiting for the action scene.
Die for love.
And waiting.
My heart longs to be.
Shh, quiet. Can you pass the popcorn?
Coca-Cola, open happiness.
Well, it's on to the top of the 5th inning. Kingsmen with an 11-3 lead. It'll be Aaron Herbst, Darian Whitaker, and then the top of the order with Paul Satchin to face Tyler Reynolds.
Leading off the top of the 5th for the Athletics, number 11, the shortstop, Aaron Herbst.
Herbst will step in. He had that triple to start things off back in the 3rd and eventually scored. As the Kingsmen looking for the home doubleheader sweep here. That one misses outside. 2-0 the count. Fly ball left field coming in quickly and diving grab. Did he get it? He got it. Nicely done by Aiden Rice for the first out of the inning. That thing was a dying quail and Rice came charging in, extended and made the catch. And here is Darian Whitaker, who was struck out swinging tonight. We have a pinch hitter, you're right. So Whitaker gets pulled for the pinch hitter. That's Delaney Powell. Powell gets a little chin music for ball 1.
Pinch hitting for Darian Whitaker is number 4, Delaney Powell.
So Powell will take over in right field for Whitaker. Powell we saw in game 1. 2-0 the count. Swing and a miss, strike. 2-1 the count. Top of the 5th inning, Kingsmen with an 11-3 lead over the Concord Athletics. Two and two the count now. Called strike, looked a little high and away from here, but we are approaching the witching hour, boys and girls, where balls become strikes and strikes become balls. Case in point, Strike three there. Throw to first.
Back at the top of the order for the Athletics, number 10, Paul Sachin.
There's a fly ball left field. That's going to be extra bases and a stand-up double with 2 outs for Sachin.
The second baseman, number 2, Anthony Palma.
So here's Anthony Palma, who is grounded out and popped up to the third baseman tonight. Sachin having a 2-for-2 night now. He walked back in the first, but single, drove in a run and scored in the third, and now with that double, 2-for-2 officially and 3 trips to the plate. Popped up, and that'll be the third out there as Reeves, the shortstop, makes easy work of that. So no runs, a hit, no errors, a man left. We go to the home half of the fifth. Kingsmen with an 11-3 lead on the Kingsmen Baseball Network.
For the Athletics in
The chicken fingers are good.
Are they Bojangles Chicken Supremes?
No, they're Cheeky's chicken fingers. We're in a Cheeky's restaurant.
So they're not whole breast tenderloins.
I can
Are they
check.
at least perfectly seasoned like Bojangles?
Well, I don't think that they are.
So they're mild, like home-style tenders from Bojangles.
I don't know if they're mild or hot or what. I don't eat them.
I'll just take a water.
Nothing compares to Bojangles' perfectly seasoned chicken supremes or mild home-style tenders. Bojangles, it's Bo time.
This is Scott Davis with Northside Baptist Church, and I'd like to share why we're honored to support Kingsmen Baseball, especially in light of a culture that produces young men capable of unthinkable violence and incredible apathy. It's so encouraging to help an organization that teaches young men character through the great game of baseball. Add to that our shared convictions that the surest way to success and significance is through a living relationship with Jesus Christ, and you've got a winning combination on the baseball diamond, in the boardroom, or wherever God calls these young men.
number 26, Willie Lumpkin.
Well, that's a name that should ring a bell. Former member of the Piedmont Pride, Willie Lumpkin. Now with the Concord Athletics, of course, a Winthrop Rock Hill native. Let's correct ourselves.
Correction. Now the pitching. Cole Fletcher.
All right, Cole Fletcher will take over on the mound. Now we'll figure out who's in left field. That'll be a hell of a trick. The shadows of the night out there. You want to try it? Go ahead. Your young eyes. Fletcher deals. Ground ball to third is foul. Yeah. You want to lean toward me there? I don't know that you'd be able to dial him in even then. Yeah, that's Sachin. Mm-hmm. Fly ball out to left field to the mysterious man. He's about to turn. No, he's just 17. 17? Yes, 17. All right. That's teamwork here, boy. I'll tell you right now.
He was the DH, so now he's in.
All right. That's Plummer. Okay, that's fine. So here's Jack Austin. Jack tonight has flown out to center field and grounded out to the shortstop. He's 0 for 2. As Rice retired on the fly ball to left. Here in the bottom of the 5th. Three 3-0 the count to Jack Austin. Swing and a miss, 3-1. And down he goes swinging. 2 outs in the inning, and that'll bring up Lane McIlvaine, who was singled and struck out tonight looking. He's 1 for 2, scored a run.
Batting the extra hitter, number 20, Lane McIlvaine.
So Lane will step in. Popped up, first base side. It'll be the first baseman to make the play. And that will do it. 3 up, 3 down go the Kingsmen here in the home half of the 5th. 11-3 our score. Kingsmen in front on the Kingsmen Baseball Network.
Welcome to Substation 2. Why did you slap me?
For being fresh.
I wasn't being fresh.
No, your sandwich is so fresh.
Well, we do slice everything fresh to order.
Now what can I have for dessert?
No, now look who's being fresh. Ow, okay, I deserve that one. This is Charlie Ruffalo. Everything we do is fresh, fresh, fresh. Our bread is fresh out of the oven. Our meats and cheeses are cut fresh right in front of your eyes. We garden each sandwich just the way you tell us across the counter. That's why we're the best. Substation 2, Cherry Road, across from Winthrop.
I got a serious burn on today, bro. Deep down in here. Did you get your burn on?
I guess so.
Bros know when they get the burn on.
Maybe here?
No, bro. Bros know. Burning.
And that's why I don't like gyms. Well, we're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
No gym intimidation, no lunks, just $10 a month. We're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
Well, Jordan Thurman will enter the game now and take over on the mound as promised earlier by Coach Joe Hudak. True to his word, but great effort tonight out of Tyler Reynolds.
Now pitching for the Kingsmen, number 15, Jordan Thurman.
So as you just heard Alan say, Jordan Thurman taking over. Tyler Reynolds goes 2 2/3, gives up 1 run on 3 hits, walks 1, strikes out 3. He'll make way for Jordan Thurman. Thurman from Rock Hill, 6'3", 205-pound right-handed pitcher. Tens USC Sumter.
In the top of the 6th, number 40, the extra hitter, Nathan McCabe.
So here's Nathan McCabe. He'll be followed by Caden Plummer and James Newsom. Top of the 6th inning, swing and a miss, strike 1. We'll be back with you Wednesday afternoon, 4:45 Eastern, for a 5 o'clock first pitch called strike, as the Carolina Vipers come in for a pair of games. Foul out of play. The suspended game? Well, there's a soft liner to the shortstop Reeves for out number 1. That'll bring up Caden Plummer, who began as a DH and has taken over in left field. Or do we have a pinch hitter? No, that's Plummer.
The left fielder, number 17, Caden Plummer.
Plummer gets dealt a strike. As Thurman looks in, right-hander deals. Fastball's low, 1-1 to count. One and one. You're missing a whale of a game. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Waiting on deck, James Newsom. As Jordan Thurman looks in, kicks and deals. That's outside. 2-2 the count. So the Vipers come in for a pair Wednesday evening. We'll be on with first pitch, 5 o'clock Eastern. Figure about 15 minutes before that, our pregame. That's skied out to left field, but should be no trouble for Rice. And there's the second out. So that'll bring up, with nobody on and 2 outs, James Newsom, the first baseman, who has walked and grounded out.
First baseman, number 39.
0 for 1
James
tonight.
Newsom.
Grounded out to Collison, the second baseman, back in the 4th to start things off. Walked in the 2nd. And then got stranded at 3rd. Breaking ball gets a little out of, kind of left the hand funny there of Thurman. Outside for a ball, 1-0 the count. So Wednesday we'll have both video and audio for you. Swing and a miss for a strike. 1-1 the count. Thurman kicks and deals, 1-1 offering. Misses low and away, 2-1 the count. Two-one offering. Swing and a miss. 2-2 the count. Nobody on, 2 outs. We're in the top of the 6th. Kingsmen with an 11-3 lead. Looking for the home sweep of this doubleheader with the Concord Athletics. Got him. Swing and a miss. Down he goes. 1-2-3 inning here for the Athletics. We head to the home half of the 6th and the top of the order when we return on the Kingsmen Baseball Network.
At Sutton Construction in Rock Hill, we believe there's nothing more important than having a strong foundation. And there's nothing more important than picking the right site work contractor to make sure your project begins on solid ground. At Sutton Construction, our customers say we're the best in the business. We specialize in site preparation and have been in business for almost 50 years and are dedicated to completing each project in a timely manner. To learn more, call Sutton Construction today at 803-327-5654. That's 803-327-5654.
There's always time in the morning, always time at night. Always time for simple pleasure, sunshine and moonlight. Always time for refreshment when you're on the run. And when it's time for fun, there's always Coca-Cola. Yeah. Coca-Cola. Always Coca-Cola.
Distributed by Rock Hill Coca-Cola. into the home half of the sixth inning for the Kingsmen. It'll be the top of the order. Cam McNerney, Anthony Mita, and Sawyer Reeves as the Kingsmen enjoy an 11-3 lead. Why do I sense a new pitcher? These children up here are having fun with a song that was on the charts before any of them were born. Possibly before any of their parents were even born.
Oh, please, I know all the words to Big Iron.
So your daddy was a connoisseur then, all right. That's skied out toward left field. And the catch will be made in foul territory. Oh, he dropped it? All right. Now, I believe we have a new pitcher for the Athletics. I believe it's number 25. It's still 26. All right, very good. Still Cole Pletcher, all right. So 1-1 the count to Cam McNerney. Pletcher, who has taken over. And that's shot out to left field. Should be playable for Plummer and is for the first out. Well, we have a final. Mooresville victorious by a score of 11-0 over Lake Norman's Copperhead. So the best scenario.
Anthony Muda.
One and one the count to Anthony Mita, who has walked, been hit by a pitch twice tonight, but scored all 3 times that he's been a base runner. That's going to drop harmlessly foul out of play. 1-2 the count. Bottom of the sixth, Kingsmen with an 11-3 lead. Fly ball, left field. Plummer getting a lot of work out there as he retires him for the second out. That'll bring up Sawyer Reeves. Sawyer tonight has singled twice, reached on an error to the third baseman, has a pair of RBIs and a pair of runs scored. Sawyer will step in here with nobody on, a 2-out. Strike one. Pletcher deals. Well, knocked down by the shortstop, but that's as good as it gets. That'll be a base hit. 2-out single for Sawyer. That'll bring on Johnny Sweeney. Johnny tonight has hit a sac fly, picked up an RBI, single, scored a run, and struck out swinging. Having a 1-for-3 night.
Number 32, Johnny Sweeney.
So runner at first, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Kingsmen with that 11-3 lead. Runner is being held at first. Pletcher deals, swing and a miss, strike one. Slap foul. 0-2 the count. Well, wild pitch for a ball. That'll advance the runner down to second. Oh, actually it hit him. It's even worse than we thought. That is the third hit batter this evening for the Kingsmen in this game. 4 of them? Yeah, you're right. That is 4. Meted twice. So Burt Capper. Are we going to have a pinch hitter? Yeah, we've got a pinch hitter. And the pinch hitter is out. Who was the pinch hitter?
The pitcher, Thurman.
Thurman, okay. Thurman batted, all right. So that will do it for the Kingsmen here in the home half of the 6th inning.
For the Kingsmen in the bottom of the 6th.
No runs, a hit. No errors, 2 men left. We go to the top of the 7th. Kingsmen with an 11-3 lead on the Kingsmen Baseball Network.
Hey, neighbor. Come on in. We're Bojangles, and we've been making famous chicken and biscuits since 1977. What smells so good? Must be this plate of famous chicken and biscuits. We don't just make famous chicken and biscuits. We make famous chicken and biscuits all day long. Chicken and biscuits. Swing by and taste what made us famous. We're Bojangles. It's nice to meet you.
Head to Bojangles to get our world-famous chicken made from scratch biscuits, fixins, and tea. Bojangles, it's Bo time.
I'm sitting here at the dinner table with my mom.
Hi, honey.
And she has prepared hundreds of meals for our family. So I brought some Coke to go with all the great food she's cooked.
Thanks, honey.
And as an extra special gift, I've written a song that I will play using these empty Coke bottles. All right, here we go. Play that bottle. Whew. I think I nailed it.
I think you did too.
Coca-Cola. Open happiness.
So let's just clear it up. Thurman batted for Camper, flew out to end the inning, and we go to the top of the 7th with Jordan Thurman on the mound. And he'll face Dawson Connell, Cole Pletcher, and Garrison Bullock scheduled up for the Athletics. As we mentioned earlier, it is a final. The Spinners victorious by a score of 11 to nothing.
At the top of the seventh, the third baseman, number 13, Dawson Connell.
And there's a called strike to Dawson Connell, who was struck out and flied out tonight, 0 for 2. One and one the count. Thurman deals. Inside low for a ball, 2 and 1. Slap foul. 2 and 2 the count. Swing and a miss. Down he goes. 1 out of the inning. That'll bring up Cole Pletcher. Cole has had a number of roles in Game 2 here tonight. He began in left field and then took over as a pitcher back in the 5th.
Now batting the pitcher, number 26, Cole Pletcher.
Cole Pletcher, the hitter, has walked and flown out to left field. 0 for 1 officially. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Right down the heart of the plate for strike 2. Kingsmen will be off tomorrow. We'll be back with you Wednesday, 4:45 Eastern, 5 o'clock first pitch for the Carolina Vipers to come in for a pair. That's fouled off. Carolina Vipers are up in Charlotte. They play at Charlotte Latin High School. We'll be there Thursday night for a pair of games as well. So we'll have 4 games in 2 days with the Vipers. And that will probably conclude the regular season. Then here come the playoffs. Well, called third strike. And it's all down to Garrison Bullock, the catcher, who was grounded out and struck out swinging. I might point out that that's 3 strikeouts in a row for Mr. Thurman.
Now batting the catcher, number 41, Garrison Bullock.
Ball 1. Nobody on, 2 outs, top of the 7th. Kingsmen 1 out away from a doubleheader home sweep here against the Concord Athletics. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Just a bit outside. 2-2 the count. Aaron Herbst waiting on deck. Thurman deals. Just a bit inside. Full count. Oh, kind of got away from him again. I'm not sure what it is he's trying to throw there. But it's happened to him twice. Fastball, he lost him. Ball 4. 2-out base runner, and here comes Aaron Herbst, who has tripled, scored a run, and flown out to left field. He is 1 for 2 tonight.
The shortstop, number 11, Aaron Herbst.
Johnny Sweeney will hold the runner at first. That one sails up and in for a ball. 1-0 the count. Jordan Thurman just trying to close this out. And a wild pitch will advance the runner down to second on ball 2. And here comes Joe Hudak to settle him down. And the home plate umpire as well. Well, we're going to make a pitching change. Looks like Sweeney is going to take over. Is that what's going to happen here? We'll step aside, come back, and try to put it all into a clearer picture for you after this on the Kingsmen Baseball Network.
Welcome to Substation 2. Why did you slap me?
For being fresh.
I wasn't being fresh.
No, your sandwich is so fresh.
Well, we do slice everything fresh to order.
Now what can I have for dessert?
No, now look who's being fresh. Oh, okay, I deserve that one. This is Charlie Ruffalo. Everything we do is fresh, fresh, fresh. Our bread is fresh out of the oven. Our meats and cheeses are cut fresh right in front of your eyes. We garden each sandwich just the way you tell us across the counter. That's why we're the best. Substation 2, Cherry Road, across from Winthrop.
I got a serious burn on today, bro. Deep down in here. Did you get your burn on?
I guess so.
Bros know when they get their burn on.
Maybe here?
No, bro. Bros know. Burning.
And that's why I don't like gyms. Well, we're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
No gym intimidation, no lunks, just $10 a month. We're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
All right. Here's how this works. Johnny Sweeney will take over as the pitcher. Zach Soffel will take over in right field. Luke Jenkins will come in and take over at first base. Okay, Jenkins at first. Soffel will take over at right field. And Johnny Sweeney will attempt to close this out. All right. And Adam Herbst will be the batter after Johnny Sweeney takes his tune-up tosses. So we're ready to go. Runner at second, 2 outs. Top of the 7th. So 3-0 now the count to Aaron Herbst. And a called strike. 3-1. Well, ball 4. So runners at first and second with 2 outs. Here is Delaney Powell.
That'll bring up the right fielder, number 4, Delaney Powell.
Runners are not being held. Infield is back. Outfield straight away. Misses inside for a ball. Swing and a miss for a strike. 1-1 the count. Sweeney taking his time. 1-1 offering. Ball 2. 2-1 the count. That's upstairs for ball 3. Seriously, guys? Three-one offering coming up. Fly ball, this should do it. McNerney capping out under it. Squeezes it for the third and final out. So it wasn't without its pathos, but we have gotten through it. Kingsmen with 11-3 win in game number 2. We'll come back, wrap it up after this on the Kingsmen Baseball Network.
The chicken fingers are good.
Are they Bojangles Chicken Supremes?
No, they're Cheeky's chicken fingers. We're in a Cheeky's restaurant.
So they're not whole breast tenderloins.
I can
Are they
check.
at least perfectly seasoned like Bojangles?
Well, I don't think that they are.
So they're mild like home-style tenders from Bojangles.
I don't know if they're mild or hot or what. I don't eat them.
I'll just take a water.
Nothing compares to Bojangles' perfectly seasoned chicken supremes or mild home-style tenders. Bojangles, it's Bo time.
At Sutton Construction in Rock Hill, we believe there's nothing more important than having a strong foundation. And there's nothing more important than picking the right site work contractor to make sure your project begins on solid ground. At Sutton Construction, our customers say we're the best in the business. We specialize in site preparation and have been in business for almost 50 years and are dedicated to completing each project in a timely manner. To learn more, call Sutton Construction today at 803-327-5654. That's 803-327-5654.
Well, the Kingsmen take a parent tonight from the Concord Athletics, winning game number 1, 3-2, and then taking the nightcap by a score of 11-3 Winning pitcher in this one is, as soon as I get my eyes adjusted here, I apologize for that. Well, this is running this way. 11 runs on 11 hits and an error for the Kingsmen. 3 runs, 4 hits, 3 errors for the Concord Athletics. Picking up the win is Tyler Reynolds, and picking up the loss is Tyler D'Amico. This one took 2 hours and 40 minutes to play. We're off tomorrow. We're back with you this coming Wednesday evening, 4:45 Eastern for the pregame. 5 o'clock first pitch as the Carolina Vipers come to town. We hope that you've enjoyed the broadcast. I know you like the outcome of this one. Once again, Kingsmen back-to-back winners here in this doubleheader at home against the Concord Athletics. 3-2 in the first, 11-3 in the nightcap. From York High School, I'm Stephen Stone. Good night, everyone.
This has been Kingsman Baseball.
Fly ball center fielder on the run. He can't get to it. That's going to roll to the wall. It'll be extra bases.
Kingsman Baseball has been brought to you by Chick-fil-A, Cherry Road, Rock Hill. Sutton Construction Incorporated of Rock Hill. Call 803-327-5654. Rock Hill Coca-Cola Bottling Company. Open Happiness. Planet Fitness, home of the judgment-free zone. And by Substation 2, Cherry Road, Rock Hill, across from Winthrop University. Slice, slice, slice. Garden, garden, garden.
High flying ball, deep left. That thing is smoke. You got to have a passport to catch that.
Join us next time for Kingsman Baseball, here on the Kingsman Baseball Radio Network. Thanks for listening.